Imagine you wake up one morning in your 40s and you realize something shocking. Your life didn't fall apart, your old identity finally expired. And nobody tells you this in your 30s. Nobody warns you that success without alignment becomes a prison. Nobody tells you that a career built on fear will betray you. Nobody tells you that the courage you avoid in your 30s becomes the regret you confront in your 40s. I'm 43, and if you're in your 30s, I need you to hear me. Because by the time you get here, you won't care about the things you're obsessing over now. You won't care about being liked. You won't care about looking perfect. You won't care about keeping the peace. And you definitely won't care about the opinions of people whose names you won't remember 5 years from now. You will care about one thing. Did I live aligned or did I live afraid? Hi, Unbreakable Leaders. I'm Pav Lertjitbanjong, a strategic advisor and courage decision scientist. For 23 years inside Fortune 500 billion-dollar brands, I watched leaders crack, freeze, and collapse under pressure, and I became obsessed with understanding why. What I discovered is this. When you avoid courageous decisions in your 30s, you inherit a life you never wanted in your 40s. Today I'm giving you 15 lessons that will save you from that fate. These are the lessons I learned through pressure, heartbreak, reinvention, career resets, and identity collapse. This is PAVNESS, Courage Under Pressure. If you're into clarity, courage, and learning how to make high-stakes decisions when the world speeds up, hit subscribe and share this with someone who needs it. Let's dive in. I want to start with a moment most people never see. Not a glamorous moment, a breaking moment. It was the night I realized the life I built was too small for the woman I was becoming. I was sitting at a kitchen table staring at a marriage that looked perfect on paper and an identity that looked impressive to everyone except me. Inside, I was shrinking. My voice was getting quieter. My courage was evaporating. I had done everything right by society's standards, and yet nothing felt right inside my own soul. I felt like a guest in my own life. I remember the fear, the questions. What if I'm wrong? What if I ruin everything? What if this is the best it gets? And here's the truth nobody tells you about turning 40. Your soul becomes louder than your conditioning. You either wake up or you break down. I've been here too. You can spend your entire 30s managing appearances, holding tension for everyone else, performing strength, surviving pressure, staying in the wrong rooms, keeping the wrong peace, making the wrong decisions to avoid disappointing people. But eventually your life will demand a reckoning. So here are the 15 things I learned by 43 that will change your 40s and save your 30s. 1. If you don't choose yourself in your 30s, you will resent everyone in your 40s. Your needs are not inconveniences, they're instructions. 2. The people you're trying to impress will forget you. The people you're afraid to disappoint will move on. But you have to live with yourself forever. 3. Silence is not strength, it's a trauma response. Speak up sooner. 4. If a relationship, work or romantic, costs you your peace, it will eventually cost you your identity. Pay attention early. 5. You will outgrow people you thought would be in your life forever. It's not betrayal, it's evolution. 6. The career you built on fear will collapse the moment pressure hits. Courage is not a luxury, it's infrastructure. 7. Your body keeps the score with interest. Ignore burnout in your 30s, inherit it in your 40s. 8. Your 30s are for performing, your 40s are for telling the truth. 9. You don't lose yourself all at once. You lose yourself one small silence at a time. Don't let that happen. 10. Ending a marriage isn't failure. Staying in one that kills your soul is. Courage sometimes looks like leaving. 11. Your intuition becomes louder with age. Ignore it at your own expense. 12. You will never regret choosing integrity over comfort. Not once, not ever. 13. The version of you that pretended everything was fine, she was surviving. The version of you who tells the truth, she's finally living. 14. Don't chase titles, chase alignment, chase peace, chase the work that feels like oxygen. 15. Your courage compounds with age. Every brave decision opens doors you cannot see yet. Your 40s reward the courage your 30s avoided. And here's the twist. You don't need to wait until you're 40 to learn all of this. You can choose differently now. You can choose courage now. You can choose yourself now. You can choose your next identity now. Let me give you a simple framework to make this real. It's called the Courage Epiphany Loop, because your life changes the moment you stop reacting and start deciding. 3 steps. Simple, immediate impact. Step 1. Tell the truth to yourself first. Where are you pretending? Where are you shrinking? Where have you outgrown your life? Truth is not optional. It is oxygen. Step 2, name the fear, not the surface fear, the real fear. Fear of disappointing someone. Fear of losing the identity that earned you praise. Fear of walking into a life where you can no longer hide behind busyness. Step 3, make the courageous micro-decision, not the big leap, the next honest step, the next aligned action, the next brave conversation. Courage is a habit, not a moment. Let's make this real. Here's how you apply this today. If you're in your 30s and you're exhausted, stop calling it busy. Call it what it is, misalignment. If you're in your 30s and you're scared to leave the wrong relationship, ask yourself one question. Would I want my future self living this same day 5 years from now? If the answer is no, you already know what to do. If you're in your 30s and your career feels stuck, don't ask, what do I do? Ask, what am I tolerating that is draining the courage out of me? If you're in your 30s and you're questioning your worth, remember, you are not behind, you are becoming. Here's your playbook. 5 tactical steps you can start today. 1. Write down the truth you've been avoiding. 1 sentence. No filters, no shame. 2. Identify the fear beneath the fear. It's not failure, it's usually rejection or disappointment. 3. Pick 1 courageous micro-action and do it within 24 hours. Don't wait. Don't negotiate with your fear. 4. Remove 1 source of unnecessary pressure from your life. Not all pressure is productive. 5. Say this out loud. I refuse to inherit a life I did not choose. If you're hearing this in your 30s, you're lucky. You can course correct early. You can walk into your 40s with clarity, peace, and identity intact. And if you're in your 40s like me, welcome home. This is the decade you reclaim your courage. This is the decade you rise. If this message resonated with you, drop a comment with I'm choosing courage. And if you're a leader trying to stay clear, confident, and courageous in a world that keeps throwing pressure at you, this is your show. Subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next episode.